From the depths a flame is born, a blazing hunger, endless scorn. Infernal crucible, iron bound, echoes of torment, a hellish sound.
Pandar cast, their flesh ignites, screams of anguish fill the night. Molten shadows consuming whole, the forge awakens, devours the soul. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The death consume, their essence torn, in fire eternal they are reborn. Remains a crimson tide, baptized in flames where hope has died. Chains of iron, blood runs cold, the forge's hunger cruel and bold. Twisting flames, a master's will, the forge obeys, the air stands still. Smoke ascends, a choking hole, the first wave falls, one and all. Searing steel and flesh combined, the souls of the damned forever confined. Hammer strikes, the anvil cries, the infernal forge beneath dark skies. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The damp consume, their essence torn, in the blazing depths all is revealed. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The damp consume, their essence torn, in the blazing depths all is revealed. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The damp consume, their essence torn, in fire eternal they are reborn. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The damp consume, their essence torn, in fire eternal they are reborn. The forge ignites, the embers rise, a searing glow beneath black skies. The damp consume, their essence torn, in fire eternal they are reborn. Remains a crimson tide, baptized in flames where hope has died. Chains of iron, blood runs cold, the forge's hunger cruel and bold. Twisting flames, a master's will, the forge obeys, the air stands still. Smoke ascends, a choking pole, the first wave falls, one and bold. Twisting flames, a master's will, the forge obeys, the air stands still. The forge obeys, the air stands still. Smoke ascends, a choking pole, the forge obeys, the antlers combine. The souls of the damned forever confined. Hammer strikes, the anvil cries, the infernal forge beneath darkened skies. The forge ignites, the first wave burns, to ash and pain the damned return. An endless cycle, their fate is sealed, in the blazing depths all is revealed. In the blazing depths all is revealed.
On the abyss, their cries resound, dragged by chains to the furnace bound. Eyes wide with fear, their fate unknown. To the forge of torment, their souls are thrown.
Screaming echoes, a symphony of pain, twisting in fire, bound by the chain. Essence unravels, their forms dissolve. In molten despair, their fate evolves.
Souls of the damned, devoured by flame. Their agony forged, eternal acclaim. Reshaping darkness, their torment refined. The forge embrace leaves nothing behind.
For the abyss, their cries resound, dragged by chains to the furnace bound. Eyes wide with fear, their fate unknown. To the forge of torment, their souls are thrown.
screaming echoes, a symphony of pain, twisting in fire, bound by the chain. Essence unravels, their forms dissolve. In molten despair, their fate evolves. Souls of the damned, devoured by flame, their agony forged eternal acclaim. Reshaped in darkness, their torment refined. The forged embrace leaves nothing behind.
Burning shadows, their essence bleeds, fuel for the flames, the infernal fiends. Searing anguish, their spirits break, twisted anew for the darkness' sake.
Boiling masses drag through fire, the screams rise higher, a cursed choir. Ashes scatter, their past erased, in the forge's wrath, their pain embraced.
Chains of despair forged from sin, the flames consume what lies within. No hope, no mercy, no reprieve. The damned are bound, they cannot leave.
Souls of the damned, eternally bound. Their essence melted, no soul is found. In the heart of the forge, their cries remain, a testament to unending pain.
The pit where shadows dwelt in, onyx smiths forge tools of hell. A hammer rises vast and grim, the anvil screams beneath its head. Souls whose are shackled, writhing, torn, stripped of life, their essence worn. The hammer falls, a crushing blow, twisting spirits in molten flow. Hammer of despair, unyielding might, smashing souls into weapons of light. Flesh to shadow, spirit to steel, the forge demands, no heart can heal. Bound in chains, they scream, they break, the hammer strikes the darkness' sake. Each swing a curse, each blow a scar, forging horrors for the endless war. Steel turns black, imbued with pain, weapons born in torment's reign. The hammer tolls a funeral song, their humanity lost, forever wronged. The anvil groans, the hammer cries, sparks of torment fill the skies. Souls obliterated, reshaped in sin, tools of hatred now forged within. Hammer of despair, unyielding might, smashing souls into weapons of light. Flesh to shadow, spirit to steel, the forge demands, no heart can heal. Hammer of despair, cruel and vast, the forge of darkness forever shall last. Weapons of anguish, born of fear, wielded by evil, their fate is clear. Bound in chains, they scream, they break, the hammer strikes for darkness' sake. Each swing a curse, each blow a scar, forging horrors for the endless war. Bound in chains, they scream, they break, the hammer strikes for darkness' sake. Each swing a curse, each blow a scar, forging horrors for the endless war. Steel turns black, imbued with pain, torment's reign. The hammer tolls a funeral song, their humanity lost, forever wronged. The anvil groans, the hammer cries, sparks of torment fill the skies. Souls obliterated, reshaped in sin, tools of hatred now forged within. The anvil groans, the hammer cries, sparks of torment fill the skies. Souls obliterated, reshaped in sin, tools of hatred now forged within. The anvil groans, the hammer cries, sparks of torment fill the skies. Souls obliterated, reshaped in sin, tools of hatred now forged within. Beneath the storm of infernal light, the anvil waits in endless night. Iron cold and unrelenting, shrine to pain, all-consuming, unending. Damned souls writhe, their essence bound, by hammers falling, their screams resound. Each strike a wound, each blow a scar, their identity shattered, cast afar. Anvil of agony, altar of pain, where the self is broken and none remain. Eternal torment, the forge's creed, on the anvil of despair they bleed. Molten shadows consume the light, a sea of anguish black as night. The sparks of sorrow light the air, marking the death of hope and prayer. Crushed to dust, their forms erased, by flames of hatred their souls displaced. A hollow shell, their fate is sealed, on the anvil's face the void revealed. Echoes of torment rise and wail, a symphony of the Forsaken's tale. The anvil waits, it does not tire, a vessel of darkness forged in fire. Anvil of agony, altar of pain, where the self is broken and none remain. Eternal torment, the forge's creed, on the anvil of despair they bleed. Anvil of agony, altar of pain, where the self is broken and none remain. Eternal torment, the forge's creed, on the anvil of despair they bleed. Molten shadows consume the light, a sea of anguish black as night. The sparks of sorrow light the air, marking the death of hope and prayer. Molten shadows consume the light, a sea of anguish black as night. The sparks of sorrow light the air, marking the death of hope and prayer. Molten shadows consume the light, a sea of anguish black as night. The sparks of sorrow light the air, marking the death of hope and prayer. Molten shadows consume the light, a sea of anguish black as night. The sparks of sorrow light the air, marking the death of hope and prayer. I crushed to dust, their forms erased, by flames of hatred their souls displaced. A hollow shell, their fate is sealed, on the anvil's face the hope and prayer revealed.
Dragged in chains to the furnace's maw, the damned reduced to molten flaw. Screams dissolve in the searing light, as the forge devours, erasing their blight. Their essence shattered, stripped of will, Twisted and torn, reforged in steel, a hollowed blade, a lifeless form, born to march through the endless storm. Twisted into steel, unfeeling and cold, weapons of darkness, their fate control. Bound to the war, eternal their light, steel forged from souls in the blackest night. Armor of sorrow, blades of despair, fragments of humanity lost in the air. A hammer's song, a rhythm of pain, sculpting horrors in the forged domain. No names remain, no faces endure, only the steel, perfect and pure, destined to slay, to march, to die in the eternal war beneath blackened skies. Twisted into steel, unfeeling and cold, weapons of darkness, their fate control. Bound to the war, eternal their plight, steel forged from souls in the blackest night. Their cries now mute, replaced by the clang of fire's pursuit. Steel flows red, baptized in fire, forged by hatred, shaped by iron. Twisted into steel, their souls betrayed, instruments of slaughter, darkness displayed. An army of anguish, a war without end, blades of the damned, their torment ascends. Flames writhe like serpents, tongues of despair, devouring hope, polluting the air. Shadows, the crucible's core, a maw of fire, demanding more. Despair is fuel, hatred is creed, a living forge, forever to feed. The crucible's flames, alive with hate, devouring souls, to forge their fates. A furnace of anguish, a realm of pain, where suffering burns, and nothing remains. Smoke black skies, the anvil screams, a symphony of tortured dreams. Molten rivers flow, searing in red, carrying the remnants of the dead. Every spark in serpents, tongues of despair, devouring hope, polluting the air. Born of shadows, the crucible's core, a maw of fire, demanding more. Guns writhe like serpents, tongues of despair, devouring hope, polluting the air. Born of shadows, the crucible's core, a mob of fire, demanding more. Born of shadows, the crucible's core, a mob of fire, demanding more. Despair is fuel, hatred is creed, a living forge, forever to feed. Crucible flames, a living sin, a vortex of torment, drawing in. No escape, no mercy, no peace to claim. Only ashes remain in the crucible's flame. Of the dead, smoke the skies, the anvil screams, a symphony of tortured trees. Molten rivers flow, searing in red, carrying the remnants of the dead. Every dying cry as the flames consume, none to find. The crucible's heart, a beast untamed, engulfing all in its cursed domain. Breathing fire, exhaling dread, it feeds on the souls of the broken dead. A fire eternal, unholy vast, burning the future, devouring the past. The crucible's flames, a living sin, a vortex of torment drawing in. No escape, no mercy, no peace to claim. Only ashes remain in the crucible's flame. Flame. Beneath the crimson sky of fire, the legions march to death's desire. Blades of sorrow forge from cries, cutting through the damned who die. Endless fields of bone and ash, where demons clash in chaos lash. A war eternal, no victor found, as blood and torment stain the ground. Eternal war, no peace, no end. An endless cycle where hatred bends. Weapons of souls unleashed with might, bound to the carnage, devouring the night. Horns of darkness pierce the air, summoning ranks of despair. The fleshless summon a hollow light, driven by rage where honor dies. Cursed banners wave in ash-street winds, proclaiming sins upon sins. The ground shakes with every scream, a nightmare forged from a shattered dream. Steel collides in a deafening roar, echoing doom forevermore. Demons slaughter, angels fall, down to the war that consumes them all. Eternal war, no peace, no end. An endless cycle where hatred bends. Weapons of souls unleashed with might, bound to the carnage, devouring the night. Bound in iron, sealed by flame, souls enslaved to endless shame, forged in hatred, shackled tight, their essence trapped in eternal night. No voice to cry, no strength to flee, their torment feeds the agony. Weapons of war, cursed to obey, in servitude they waste away. Chains of servitude, unbroken and strong, binding the dead to torment song. No freedom, no peace, no light to find, only the darkness, cruel and blind. Oh, 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 oh. Twisted forms of steel and bone, silent screams on the winds are thrown. In every strike, despair takes root, the wielder and weapon both destitute. Endless battles, the cycle repeats, a chorus of sorrow where death competes. Their
their masters thrive on blood-soaked ground, while souls in chains forever are bound. Through shattered skies and ashen fields, no salvation the darkness yields. Bound to the blade, their fate decreed, fueling a war that will never recede. Chains of servitude, unbroken and strong, binding the damned to torment song. No freedom, no peace, no light to find, only the darkness, cruel and blind. Twisted forms of steel and bone, silent screams on the winds are thrown. In every strike this will takes root, the wielder and weapon both destitute, and leave a dying, whoa, full and tight, whoa, flawless of sorrow, whoa, and blight, never's blight, whoa. No freedom, no peace, no rancor entwined, only the darkness, cruel and blind. Brought to the damned, forever entwined, cross to the darkness, cruel and blind. Confined, confined. Twisted forms of steel and bone, silent screams on the wings are thrown. In every strike, despair takes root, the wielder and weapon both destitute. Endless battles, the cycle repeats, a chorus of sorrow where death competes. Their masters thrive on blood-soaked ground, while souls in chains forever are bound.
And fire, since the master a beast of fire, eyes aflame with endless greed, survey the empire's hunger feeds. From the forge the weapons arise, crafted in torment beneath his eyes. A kingdom of blades, a realm of doom, where souls are melted in darkness they loom. From the forge the weapons arise, crafted in torment beneath his eyes. A kingdom of blades, a realm of doom, where souls are melted in darkness they loom. Infernal Dominion, unyielding and vast, the tyrant's reign, eternal and cast. A furnace of hunger, a world of pain, where war is the rule and death is the gain. His claws grip tight the iron crown, his empire built on the souls he's drowned. Beneath his gaze the legions crawl, bound by the fire answering his call. No peace in his world, no rest for the dead, only the furnace where souls are fed. An unholy thirst that will never wane, a monstrous hunger that feeds on the slain. Wow. His dominion spreads like shadowed rot, filling the void with battles fought. Each weapon forged, a tribute to his reign, an empire of agony and eternal pain. Infernal Dominion, unyielding and vast, the tyrant's reign, eternal and cast. A furnace of hunger, a world of pain, where war is the rule and death is the gain. Infernal Dominion, Lord of the flame, a beast of wrath, whose name is the same. War is his kingdom, throne is his crown, in his force the world shall burn down. When death is the die, in the moon, the fire was bright, the last sparks hope fades to ash, lost in the tide, as the forge devours all that's inside. Flesh turns to dust, and soul to steel, all individuality crushed, none shall heal.